are facing a childcare crisis.
Childcare crisis is deepening.
G8 Education have confirmed to us that the accused pedophile...
Tackling glaring failures in our childcare system.
After everything that has come out about Australian childcare recently, the investigations, the stories that have shaken a lot of parents, I know you are worried. You are not just wondering whether your centre is good. You are worried about whether your child is actually safe. Today, I'm going to share 5 signs that a childcare service is cutting corners, but more importantly, also what you can do about it. I'm Izzy, and I've worked in education for nearly 15 years. I now own and run Everwood Early Education here in Forestdale. And look, I'll be honest with you, not every childcare service runs and operates the same. Some are genuinely focused on your child's development and safety. Others are focused on other things. The tricky part is, from the outside, they can all look very similar. So let me show you what to actually look for. Warning sign number 1, high staff turnover. Here's the thing about quality care. It's built on relationships. Your child needs to build a secure attachment with their educators. That takes time and consistency. If you notice new faces every week, or if your child comes home and talks about the new teacher, that's a red flag. Simply ask the centre, how long have your educators been here? A quality centre will have staff who have stayed for years, not just months, and they'll be happy to tell you. Warning sign number 2. Vague or evasive answers about child-to-staff ratios. In Australia, we have legally mandated ratios. For babies, it's 1 educator to 4. For toddlers, it's 1 to 5. And for preschoolers, it's 1 to 10. But here's what most parents don't know. Services can apply for a staff waiver. This allows them to operate with fewer qualified staff than required. Some large providers have waivers on 1/3 of their services. What to ask? Do you currently have any staffing waivers in place? A service operating at full qualification level will say no confidently. If you get a hesitation or complicated answer, pay attention to that. Warning sign number 3. You have no visibility into what your child is actually eating. One of the things that shocked most people about the Four Corners report was food. Pasta with tomato sauce and meals that didn't meet basic nutritional standards. Meals is one of those areas where cost cutting shows up fast. It's easy to serve cheap, binge food. It's harder and more expensive to share fresh, balanced meals. When you visit a service, ask to see the menu. Not the menu from a website, but the actual menu they use for the week. Ask if food is prepared on-site or delivered. And ask if you can see the kitchen. What to look for when touring a centre. Rotating menus with variety. Fresh fruit and vegetables. Meals that actually look like food you would make at home. Transparency about ingredients and allergies. If they can't show you a menu or the kitchen is off limits and lunch is always the same processed meals, ask yourself, what else are they hiding? Warning sign number 4. You actually have no idea what happened during the day. You drop your child off 7 a.m. in the morning, you pick them up 5 p.m. in the afternoon. That's 10 hours. What happened? If the only answer you ever get is, they had a good day, that's a problem. Quality services document learning. They take photos, they share observations, they tell you what your child explored, who they played with, what they ate, how they slept. Not because it's a nice extra, but because that is what intentional education looks like. What to ask when touring a centre. How will I know what my child did today? Look for daily updates, learning stories, or a communication app. If they can't show or tell you, ask yourself, why? Warning sign number 5. The staff screening process is, we just do a working with children check. Here's what most parents don't realise. A working with children check is the minimum legal requirement. It is a basic criminal history screen. It doesn't catch people who haven't been reported before. It doesn't assess character or suitability. It is a starting point, not a finish line. A quality service goes further. They do thorough reference checks. They have probation periods. They watch how new staff interact with children before they are left unsupervised. They have clear policies about what happens if a concern is raised about staff behaviour. What to ask when touring a service. Beyond the working with children check screening, What is your staff screening process? How do you monitor new educators? What happens if a parent raises a concern about a staff member? If the answer is just everyone has a working with children check, that's not enough. That's the bare minimum to legally operate, not a commitment to safety. So those are the 5 warning signs. High staff turnover, vague answers about waivers and ratios, no visibility into what your child is eating, no real insight into what happened throughout the day, and staff screening that stops at the legal minimum requirement. Now, I want you to be clear about something. Most childcare educators are incredible people who genuinely love children. The problems we've seen in the sector aren't usually about the people on the floor. They are about the priorities from the top. Your job as a parent isn't to be suspicious of everyone. It is to be informed, to ask good questions, and to trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. And if you find a centre where the staff have been there for years and answers your questions openly, where they show you the kitchen and the menu, where they can tell you exactly what your child did throughout the day, hold on to that. That's good stuff. If you found this helpful, share this with another parent who's going through the search of a childcare service right now. These are conversations we should be having. And if you are in the Forestdale area and want to see what this actually looks like in practice, come visit us at Everwood. I'd love to show you around and answer any questions you may have. See you in the next one.